Hey, Leon. It's been so long since you guys have played. What do you expect out of your team tomorrow? For it's been 10 days. You haven't really had the practices that you'd hoped for. What can we expect? What do you expect against Ottawa?
Well, I mean, it's always hard getting back into it, but I think that's where you just, the old hockey cliche, you just simplify it. Stick to your system and try and get better as the game goes on. So. We don't have to put on a show. There's 2 points on the line that we need, so that's the main focus.
In what ways was this break helpful? Like even from a mental standpoint or anything, just been away from was kind of turbulent at the time.
Yeah, I mean it's always nice to get a couple of days away from the rink. Preferably a couple less than what we've had, but. I think we're all very excited to get back into games and get that rhythm back. Sometimes it's hard to kind of get back into that because you're so used to it and then you don't have it for so long. So, like I said, I think I'm very excited.
Before the break, Leon, the results hadn't been there that you guys were looking for. Does it make it harder when you're you kind of want to get playing, I would imagine, to work your way through your issues, and it's been prolonged a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a fine line between you want to play and get the results that you want. On the other hand, maybe this break was good for us, get healthy again, get some guys back, kind of get your mind away from what's going on a little bit. So it's kind of a fresh start. So I guess that's kind of how we see it.
What have you seen out of Stuart Skinner? He's, just getting going in his NHL career here, but what energy does he bring, and what have you seen from him?
Yeah, he looks very solid. I mean, I'm no goalie coach here, but so far every game he's played, he's given us a chance, and he's been very solid. A couple games where he was great. So obviously he has a lot of potential. So we're obviously going to have to rely on him for a little bit here.
Leon, just back here. A couple of years ago, the team went through a bit of a dip. I think you maybe did as well, but you guys really overcame that. Obviously, you won the MVP that year. Do you see any similarities in terms of the team and yourself in terms of trying to get out of this?
Yeah, I mean, I think every team goes through these. Every team has to figure out a way to get back on track. Ours, I think, maybe held on a little longer than we would have liked to, but tomorrow is a good chance for us to kind of get back on track and have a strong push going down the stretch here.
Dave Tippett was saying the other day that if there's anything that you're guilty of, it's over trying, and maybe that puts yourself in takes yourself out of advantageous situations because you want to do so many things, you want to touch the game in so many ways. Do you see it that same way? That
for me personally or in general?
For yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do what I can. Sometimes it might look like I'm trying to do too much. So if you're saying that I should stop doing that, I'll stop doing it.
And just lastly, from me, I just wonder, you're very, you wanted to go to the Olympics and you had been named to the team. You made the All-Star team now. I just wonder, should you guys be going to the All-Star game? What's your opinion on still having an All-Star game when there's no Olympics?
Yeah, I think they're great. I think they're fun. I've been fortunate enough to go to 2 of them, and I had a great time. Obviously, I think everyone's still gonna, try to be very careful and do their things to get out of there as safe as possible and hopefully without getting infected. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good weekend.
Leon, you guys have set the bar so high the last few years. Your power play hovering around 30%. So 13 games when you're only at 18. For most teams, that would be like, okay, a little dip. For you guys, it's quite a bit. What do you want to see on the power play that gets back to being as dominant as you have been for the last few seasons?
Well, I think, first of all, we need to get healthy. I think that's where we're at our best, right? When everyone's in the position that they're supposed to be in, and you kind of just know exactly how to play this and know your situation, know your plays. But we need to work around that, and we obviously have to be a lot better on our power play. We haven't been getting a lot of chances, but if you do get a chance, we need to be a lot better.
You mentioned early in the season you feel your power play is the best when you kind of have that 5-on-5 mentality that you just outwork them. So is it too simple to say just start there and the success will follow?
Yeah, I mean, I think our work rate has to go up a little bit, but again, sometimes when you don't get very many, your rhythm kind of goes out, right? So I think we just have to get back to simplifying, get back to what we're good at, what we know what we can do, what we're successful with. So it's just little things, and obviously I hope that we're going to get a couple more looks than one.
Over here, Leon, we're getting into feels like the second half of the season here, where generally the scoring goes down a bit, teams concentrate on keeping the puck out of their net. Where does that stand in the priorities here as you the team tries to get its game together? Where is lowering your goals against stand in all this?
Well, it's our number one priority. Every team that makes the playoffs or goes on a long run, they're good, solid teams defensively. So we got a little bit of work to do there. I think we can be a lot better in that area. So tomorrow's a good start for us.
You've had a rotating cast of goalies, because of injury and other reasons here. I'm not asking you to comment on how your goalies have played, but what I will ask you is it easier to accomplish your goal of playing better defensive hockey when you get one guy that's playing well and you get used to him, whatever his name is?
Well, no, I think it's a team philosophy. I think it's the goalie has to play his game. It doesn't matter who's in net. If we defend well as a group, he plays well. I think every team will be hard to score on. So I don't think it matters who's in net. We play the same way, or we try to play the same way in front of whoever's back there.
Leon, sorry, just here to your left. This team's been hit with the myocarditis, if I'm pronouncing that properly, with Stalock and Archibald. And I know you're friends with Alphonso Davies. I don't know if you saw the report about how Alphonso kind of has to step back for a bit. Have you, or would you reach out to him, or is that just another sign this virus sometimes affects the young and a guy who's in great shape like?
No, I haven't reached out to him yet. Obviously, it's too bad. He's had a good year so far, so I think those situations are always tough, especially on athletes that obviously live on wanting to be out there and competing and playing. So hopefully he gets healthy as soon as possible.